Hey there, it's Johanna, and today I want to ask you, where do you believe your worth comes from? Do you believe you have to kind of earn your right to exist in this world? Do you need to earn love? Do you need to prove that you have value? Because here's the thing, when we see our worth as something that we have to prove, it is really, really hard to ever feel like we're good enough. Because even if we somehow, prove ourselves and earn our place, which by whose criteria is another question, but even if we somehow manage to do that, it doesn't last. We have to keep striving to prove that we're still good enough, that we still have a right to stay there, to be there. And we can end up using so much of our energy just trying to, prove ourselves that there's, for one, doesn't feel good, but there's also, we don't have a lot left to actually do whatever it is we want to be doing while we're here. And, as much as I struggle with this still sometimes, I do believe that our worth is inherent. We're not born needing to prove that we're good enough, but all too quickly, our experiences, the expectations placed on us, all the messages we receive from people, from systems, from society about ourselves, they get piled on top of that value that's at our core, and they make it a lot harder to see our worth. And yeah, of course, different people make different decisions about what they will do with the space they take up in this world. And that can also be impacted by a lot of other factors. But no matter how productive or destructive our decisions are at any given moment, that doesn't change who we are at our core. That does not touch our worth. It doesn't touch our value. Your worth, it's not something you have to prove. And, I want to really acknowledge this is a tender topic. It can be a deep thing for so many of us. And I don't want to make light of that. And I don't want to just kind of take us there for no reason. But my hope is that as we are willing to, just take a look at what we're believing, because these beliefs, they shape how we show up, they shape how we live, they impact how we feel in our lives. As we're willing to take a look at that, that is really courageous. So I want to commend you for staying with me here. But I'm hoping that as we take a look, that will help loosen the grip that some of these more limiting beliefs have on us. And, with that, at the beginning, I asked you, where do you believe your worth comes from? And I am curious to know that. I'm curious to know what that brings up for you. And I also want us to take a look at, okay, but what is possible? So another question I'd ask you is, who could you be and what could you do if you didn't feel like you needed to spend so much energy just trying to prove that you're worthy of being here? If you're comfortable sharing, I'd love to know. You could leave a comment or send me a message. And I'll be back with more soon. In the meantime, remember, you're so valuable. Your worth is not something you have to prove. And you can trust yourself.